Welcome to Whiskey Adjacent, the series where I take a look at whiskey-ish type things. I'm your player one, Richard, and in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at a whiskey cordial. That's right, today we're going to be looking at Warming Hut Holiday Spirit 2024 edition from the folks over at Hinterhaus Distilling. I'm going to give myself a pour and let you know, is this something that you should share with those that are naughty or perhaps those that are nice? So grab those controllers, pour yourself a dram, and let's get into it. I got the rocks glass ready to go. I've peeled the plastic off the bottle and I'm ready to dive into this. But before I do, I need to send a special thank you out to the Whiskey Shaman for gifting me this bottle. He came across it and thought this would make for an excellent episode of Whiskey Adjacent. So thank you very much, Whiskey Shaman. Now, as I mentioned before, this bottle comes from Hinterhaus Distilling. I don't really know a lot about this particular company other than the information that I looked up just very quickly before starting this video. So they're located in Arnold, California, and they have a vast array of spirits that they make, from gin to vodka. I believe that they make brandy, bourbon, rye, and an American single malt. So they have quite the list of spirits that they make. Now, this is what we call a whiskey cordial. So that means that it is usually a blend of whiskey and some other spirit and is intended to have as an after dinner or dessert pour. So I'm expecting that this is going to be something a little bit more on the sweeter side. So real quickly, just on the front of the bottle, it does say that this is bourbon whiskey and grape wine with natural and artificial flavors and comes in at 76 proof. Now it does have a little description on the back that will really kind of help drive our tasting today. It says, enjoy notes of chocolate and whipped cream layered with bourbon, rich port, and sweet honey in this festive winter treat. So I'm imagining when it said on the front that there's grape wine, that is probably referencing that port. So definitely going to be a bit on the sweeter side. Now, having not really drank a lot of cordials or dessert wines, dessert whiskeys, I didn't really know what to grab as far as glassware. So I just went ahead and got my lowball glass, or my rocks glass. So I'm just going to drink it neat, just like I would with anything else. And I'm going to go ahead and just give you the tasting notes. So into the glass we go. I will say right off the bat, the color has almost like a red tinge to it, almost reminiscent of something that I would think of like when I think of a raisin. And straight out of the glass or the bottle, I'm getting just wafts of that chocolate. Now, if you haven't seen some of my episodes before where I did a little silly series with Crown Royal chocolate, I referenced the smell or the nose as being Tootsie Roll. If you could take that smell and just ramp it up to 100, that's what this smells like. It's just straight up Tootsie Roll. I haven't even nosed the glass, and that's immediately what I'm getting. So I'm going to bring it closer to the nose and see if I can pick out any of those other notes that are referenced on the back. So I am getting, an underlying whipped cream. I'm not really picking up any of the honey. That port is just very faint, but it is definitely present and almost has like a buttery nose to it as well. But that chocolate really seems to be coming through the most. So we're going to go ahead and get it on the taste. Again, with this being a cordial, I'm fully expecting that it's going to be on the sweeter side. But we'll never know until we try it. So cheers. Okay, so first and foremost, like I said, with that nose, I do get that chocolate note that is present. It does stay on the tongue for a little bit. As it starts to dissipate, it becomes a little bit more of a that bitter kind of dark chocolate, and then you get a little bit of that port at the end. I do feel it on the mid palate and more towards the front, and then it just kind of it hangs out for a little bit. It's still there, and it's starting to slowly dissipate. Having just had it on this first taste, and I'll get back on it again in a second, something like perhaps a dark chocolate cake, or like a triple chocolate cake, maybe with like a raspberry something, or a strawberry glaze, or maybe even cheesecake, I think would probably pair really well with this. So I'm going to go ahead and try it again. So chocolate, there's like a faint fruity note, like a dark fruit. That chocolate still hanging out for a little bit, but as I'm talking, it's slowly starting to dissipate, leading into that more bitter chocolate note, and it's really kind of drying on the tongue, but it's still there. Now, would this be something that I would drink all the time? Definitely not. Like I said, with this being a cordial, it's definitely something that I would say for after dinner. Again, with those chocolate notes, I really feel like it would blend or go well with that triple chocolate cake. Something with like a raspberry or strawberry compote, or syrup or something like that, I think would really complement this well. And then of course it does have that little bit of port note that is there as well. So as far as giving it to those people in your life that might be naughty or nice, I think I'd lean more a little bit towards the nicer end. If you have somebody that really enjoys kind of the sweeter beverages or spirits, this would definitely fit in that category, especially if you want to pair it with something that is like a chocolate. Cupcakes, cheesecake, regular cake, I definitely think would go great with this. So once again, thank you Whiskey Shaman for gifting me this bottle and thinking of me when you came across it. Thank you to you all for sticking all the way until the end. Please make sure that you like this video. As I'm shooting it, I'm currently at 67 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button, share with family and friends, and then down in the comments below, do you have a favorite dessert spirit? It doesn't necessarily have to be whiskey. Maybe you like just a little bit of Bailey's in your coffee or something like that. Leave that down in the comments below. All right, guys, as always, thank you for sticking till the end. I'm your favorite player, One Richard. Have a good one.